I guess you could say it was kind of like a love at first sight thing. We started a conversation on MySpace back then and AOL. I know, I'm dating myself here. We met at a restaurant called the Palm Beach Grill while I was attending college. We got married in January 2007, and shortly after, a week later, he left and went back into the Army. So I guess that started my whole Army training as a military wife. It was the morning of September 19th, 2010. I received a knock on the door. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. I walked downstairs and I could see men in uniform outside the window, and I immediately froze on that bottom step. And I was just thinking the worst, every military spouse's worst nightmare was now my life. I didn't know if he was dead, if he was alive, if our 6-month-old son was gonna have a dad. And I thought that my world was just, it just ended, even though it just started. We had this little boy and we just had our whole lives ahead of us. And I thought it was just over, and that knock on the door just ended everything. And he called out, "Hey, he's okay, he's hurt, but we need to come inside." He proceeded to tell me that Brian had lost both legs and a finger, and that I would be seeing him in Walter Reed Army Medical Center in a week. When I arrived at Walter Reed Army Medical Center, I saw Brian, on the bed in the hospital room. He couldn't speak because he had the tube in his mouth, but he was trying to. I knew the fight was still there because he was just trying to speak, and I just knew that he had this thing in the bag. Like even though he lost these 2 legs and a finger, that it was not going to take him down. He's a fighter from day one, and he showed me that to the very end. He didn't stop at trying to learn to walk again. After he learned to walk again, he got his degree at Harvard. He went back to work. He wants to continue serving this country as your next congressman. But he can't do it alone. We have to vote him in. The way things are going now, America needs a hero. And not just any hero. They need a proven hero. That's why come this August, we need to go out and vote for Brian Mast.